He didn't say nothing about releasing it. He said we got to deal with it. It's a reminder, I guess, right? Keep you straight. Think about it. We go out now, we go out of school right now, and we got to see that right now. Bodies out there burning, and worms eating them up, and the fire is quenched. Never quenched. Yeah, right, yeah, right. The smell too. Ooh. Man. Look at Zechariah 14, 16. Start there. Well, now start at verse 12 first. Let me get that first. Zechariah 14 and 12.
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Most High will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. So
this is the plague that the Most High is going to do to all the people that have fought against we, the children of Israel. Read.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Sounds like nuclear destruction to me. Read.
And their eyes shall consume away their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Right. So you're going to be destroying people, man. That's burning them up. Now jump to verse 16. Let's go to the kingdom.
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 16. And this shall come to pass, that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the king.
That's right. All the remnant of the nations, you know what they're going to be doing? They're going to be bringing the forces of the Gentiles to our gates. And they're going to come up year to year to worship the king. Mashiach Yahushua, read.
Most Thaahwam Yahushua of hosts.
Power of hosts, of armies, read.
And to keep the feast of tabernacles.
And to keep the feast of tabernacles, read.
And there shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the king, the power of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain.
That's right. Upon them shall be no blessing, man. With no blessing, no rain, they're going to perish. Remember he said? Get Isaiah 60 and 12. No blessing, man.
Yeah. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yet those nations shall be utterly wasted.
There it is. So, if they don't want to serve us, most likely going to kill them. They're going to be utterly wasted, it says. Now go back to Zechariah 14, 18, 19. That's why we have to have ourselves together, man, so to be able to enjoy this.
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 18. And if the family of Egypt go not up, and come not, that have no grain, there shall be help. It's like it. There shall be the plague.
Yeah, so what does Egypt mean? Yeah.
Bondage, captivity, slavery.
Yeah, so all these ones that's in bondage, captivity, and slavery, or these other nations don't want to come up to serve the Most High Mashiach Yahushua, and they don't have no blessing. Remember, say ain't gonna give them no blessing. The rain, they're not gonna be blessed. Read.
Wherewith the Most High Mashiach Yahushua will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacles.
Hear that? Therefore, they should have a plague that the Most High gonna smite. What does smite mean? Kill. The heathen that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacles, but they don't want to serve us. They don't want to serve us. They don't come up, they don't want to serve them. That's why he said they're going to perish. Yeah, they're going to be utterly wasted. Read.
This shall be the punishment of Egypt, and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
Yeah, because where they going? I mean, Jeremiah 30 and 16. I mean,
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
see, all of them that devoured us going to be devoured. And it ain't over yet. It's not over yet. All they that devour us going to be devoured. Everybody that join on to them that want to devour us, they're going to be devoured. Straight up. Because it ain't over yet. You know, the devil comes out with much wrath. We're going to use them to come against us. Remember, we've seen how the spirits got into what? The people's minds that had them do what it is that the left-hand side is doing, saying they're going to do. Right? So they're going to be able, they're going to follow because they don't have the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. What they're going to follow? They're going to follow the wicked way, the negative way. All they that devour us going to be devoured. Read.
And all thine adversaries.
All our enemies. Read.
Every one of them.
Every one of our enemies. I mean, how is the nations that's named in Psalms the 83rd chapter as enemies of the Most High, of Mashiach Yahushua, that have taken our name of Israel out of existence, that we would know who we are as a people. Diabolical plan to do this while we don't know that we the Israelites, Hebrew Israelites. How the haters and the enemies of the Most High, the haters and enemies of Mashiach Yahushua, and they're not the haters and enemies of us, we the children of Israel. When the diabolical plan was to take our name out of existence, that we would know and remember that we are Israel. Now, how are they not our enemies? And they're the enemies of our power. That's why I say, who's going to rise up for me? Who's going to stand up for me against the evildoers? Who's going to rise up for me against the workers of iniquity? These tired of brothers being chumps, man. I mean, they hide behind the computer. They ain't out there, man, trying to tell our people what time it is. Our people need to see some kind of strength, man. Some kind of force, man. For real. It's going to be young brothers, man, that's going to step up, man, and do this, man. Because it's needed. Tired of little wimps, man. I mean, you got to stand up and be a real man and do what he said. Who's going to rise up me for the Most High against the evildoers, against the workers of iniquity? That's what it's all about, man. But we still got to be humble. We still got to have the love. We still got to do the things that we have to have to be able to do the things to make it. And we still got to please the Most High. It can't be about ourselves. It's got to be about what it is that we bring forth in His Word to show our people this is true, whether they like it or not, whether they hear it for big. We know they're rebellious. We know they're rebellious, straight up. But it's just strategies that we have to use that's going to work. Just get our people to wake up, man, pretty soon. When it starts shaking, and you start seeing these tornadoes and these hurricanes, the bad winter storms where they can't do anything, and they all alone, and now you got to apply what it is that you have learned. You're going to see them, yes.
I heard that there's 3 volcanoes in California. A good earthquake could make them erupt.
Yep.
They're dormant. A good earthquake, make them erupt.
That's right. I mean, I just found out California is all on water. It's all on water. And the fault that goes down can take, that's what he's talking about, California going into the ocean. The fault goes right down the border of these other states, man. Nevada and New Mexico and so forth, you know. All the different states that borders California goes right down. They're talking about it's falling off. Just go right down that fault, have a bad earthquake, and it goes down that fault, then it's separated from the whole continent of America, man. I don't know about sinking, but we already on water. I mean, we floating around on water, man. What's that? Just held together by the other states holding us amongst them. You know what I mean? So, that's what I said. That's why they talk about the big one. You know, so That's why we got to really be on point. Come together like we're supposed to. Read on. Read that from the top.
Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 16.
Verse 30, verse 16.
It's like it. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
Yeah, they going into captivity. Read.
And they that shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil.
So all them that robbed us going to be robbed, it's saying. Read.
And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
All that prey upon us, man, you're going to give for a prey. Read.
For I will restore health unto thee.
Talking to Israel. He's going to restore health unto us, man. Read.
And I will heal thee of thy
You
wounds,
got to heal us from our wounds. Read.
said the Most High.
Read.
Because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion.
This is Zion. They call us an outcast, saying, this is Zion. Read.
Whom no man seeketh after.
Yeah, this is Zion, who no man seeketh after. This is Zion, who no man seeketh after. That's why we got to do what's right, man. Look at Genesis 1:26. We know who Zion is, right? You know how to prove who Zion is, right? You got it yet, Ak? Isaiah 51:16.
Isaiah chapter 51, verse 16.
Come.
And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in my shadow of my hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion.
Say unto who?
I say unto Zion,
Say unto Zion. This is how you get the understanding through precepts. Read.
Thou art my people.
That's right. Say unto Zion, thou art my people. We know the Most High's people are the children of Israel. Khan? Okay. Genesis 1:26.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And the Most High said, Let us make man in our image.
So let us make man in our image. So let us make man, us first and foremost, us make man in our image. Read.
After our likeness.
After our likeness. After our likeness. Read.
And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
So in the spirit, he's really letting us know the dietary laws, you know, what we can eat, what we can't eat, and the rest of the laws right here in the scriptures right here. But he said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over everything. So look at Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, and the 29th verse. Read 28 because I made a statement concerning what King Solomon had said. So let's read it so everybody will know that I'm just not talking out the side of my neck. Ecclesiastes 7:28, and then verse 29.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 28. Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found.
They say 1 man among 1,000. But 1,000 men he found. 1 man among 1,000 have he found. Read.
But a woman among all those have I not found.
But a woman among all those have I not found. Among all how many? Among all those have he not found. Wow. How many was that? Was he saying? Among all those have we not found? Let's find out. 1 Kings 17. And this man was the, I think it's 11. He was the richest king ever. King Solomon. He had all King David's riches. 1 Kings 11 chapter. He said, but of women among all those have I found none.
1 Kings chapter 11, verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women.
Yeah, King Solomon loved many strange women. Go ahead.
Together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites.
This is King David's son, King Solomon. Read.
Ammonites.
These are so-called Africans, so-called Chinese, Japanese. Read.
Edomites.
So-called white women. Go ahead.
Zidonians.
Right? Or both of these are so-called Africans. Read.
And Hittites.
Hittites. Go ahead.
Of the nations concerning which the Most High said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go in to them.
He told us we ain't supposed to go unto them. Here it is right here. Interracial marriage is out the box. When he said we ain't supposed to deal with these other nations. Go ahead.
Neither shall they come in unto you.
Right. Go ahead.
For surely they will turn away your heart after their idols.
Right. So you're going to turn away your heart. Okay. Don't turn your heart away from following the Most High, man. And turn your heart or your mind to following their gods. Remember, because it says all the gods of the nations are what? Idols. They deal with idols. They're not dealing with the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Read.
Solomon clave unto these in love.
So he claves to these Egyptians, the Chinese, the Japanese, the so-called white women, and the Africans. He claves to these women of these nations in love. Read.
And he had 700 wives.
He had 700 wives. Read.
Princesses.
Read.
And 300 concubines.
300 concubines, man. That's 1,000 women. Read.
And his wives turned away his heart.
And his wives turned away his heart, man. They turned away his mind. Read.
For it came to pass, when Solomon was old, that his wives turned away his heart after other idols.
See, when he became an older man, his wives, he fell short in following his wives, man. Listen to what they had to say. And they turned away his mind from following the most high power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and going into following their idols. Read.
And his heart was not perfect with the Most High his power, as was the heart of David his father.
That's right, man. Go back to Ecclesiastes. His heart wasn't right with the Most High anymore because he allowed these women. And then, not only that, get Genesis 3:17. The first thing the Most High, the Mashiach told Adam for what he did. That's why we have to think, men. Read this.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 17.
It's the first thing the Most High told Adam in his punishment, his judgment for what he done in eating of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But the Most High said you can't touch it. Genesis 3:17.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife.
What did he say? Read it again.
Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife.
One more time.
Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife.
So he said, because you listen to the voice of your wife, read.
And hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life.
Yeah. So curse the ground for his sake. The first thing he told him, because you listen to your wife. That's why you got to make the judgment, regardless of what she says. That's got to be right. That's why the men got to know what's right and lead her into what's right. And rebuke that spirit. Don't listen to something that's off, because the Most High said don't deal with them in that aspect. Because our women now, a lot of them, they just want to say they're virtuous, but a lot of them think how? Like a Gentile. Because it's their world. They have been set up. They have says a woman shall surpass a man. So they think like that, so therefore they got to be in the right spirit to be able to bring things to the table. Don't squash their mind, because they're always thinking. Bring it to the table, and you as a man got to decide what's right. From knowing what's right according to thus say the Most High. And don't be like Adam and follow that suit. What did Solomon just do? We just reading about it. That's why I went there to show you he did the same thing that Adam did. Now here we have examples. We have two examples here. Knowing how not to conduct ourselves. That's why when you look at, we go to the New Testament, it's the same thing. Whereas, you know, a lot of women don't like Paul because he was bringing it. You know, don't be doing certain things, you know, letting us know how it has to be. In Timothy, the second chapter, 1 Timothy, the second chapter, and start at verse 11. From what we just went over. It's very important.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
Say, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Ooh, he caught a lot of he caught trouble behind this one. What did he say?
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, read.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
So a woman is supposed to be teaching, read.
Nor to usurp authority over the man.
Nor to usurp, to have control over the man. It didn't say her husband, it said the man, read.
But to be in silence.
But to be in silence. That's why women are supposed to be running their mouth, talking a whole lot of stuff, especially whenever there's men present. Because the men are the ones that the Most High called to bring forth this nation back together. Read.
For Adam was first formed.
We just read about Adam and Eve. For Adam was first formed. Read.
Then Eve.
Then Eve. The man was first formed. Then Eve. So did Adam come from Eve? Or from a woman? Say the Most High formed Adam from the dust of the ground. Then he formed Eve. He made the man, then he made the woman. Read.
For Adam was first formed, then Eve.
Go ahead.
And Adam was not deceived.
Adam was not deceived. Read.
But the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
But the woman being deceived was in the transgression, because what did Satan offer her? So you're going to have power. You're going to be as gods, knowing good and evil. The Most High know that the day that you eat of that tree, you're going to be as gods. You're going to have all this power, knowing good and evil. So what the devil do right now? to women. He said, oh, you're going to have all this power. And he tried to put the man back and give the power to our women. Same thing. Because he's who? The devil, the serpent, the beast, Satan, and Esau. I mean, he's running, it's his world. So what did he do now? He offered them an opportunity so they can have opportunity. And then he don't allow the men to have the same opportunity so that what's happening? They feel that, hey, I'm better than you. I don't need you. You know what I mean? Listen to me. And that's what Adam did. That's what Solomon did. We just read about it in his older age. He went and built temples to these dang on other nations, gods, because all the gods of the nations are idols. It ain't nothing new. It's the same thing. Are they going to follow the law, statute, commandments of the Most High? It say, as for the way of the Most High, when we reach the salvation, they're going to say what? We have not known it. Straight up. So you go through this way, that way, whatever way. In the end, it says, we have not known it. Say, hey, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman was being deceived, was in the transgression. Read.
Notwithstanding, she shall be saved. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety.
That's right, man. That's the condition of the battle for the woman. But these women now, they want to tell you what to do, try to tell a man what to do. And won't shut down. So, but it's very important because, we want everybody to learn the right way and, to make it. Everybody to make it to the kingdom. Men and women. But, whenever you start talking about women, then everything goes haywire because women, no, but what about the men? The Most High killed us. He ain't wasn't no slack on us. There ain't no woman crying about the fact that he killed us as men. But they'll call and scream about whatever we read about woman. They don't cry about when the Most High say he killed us, man, as men. Go back to Ecclesiastes, 7th chapter, the 28th verse.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 28. Which yet my soul seek, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found.
Wow. A woman among those that are thousands say, have we not found? And he had all the money in the world.
Wisdom.
Huh?
And wisdom.
Huh?
And wisdom.
Right, and with them, right. 1,000. She only found one man out of 1,000. Verse 29.
Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High hath made man upright.
See, the Most High made us upright. He made us upright. Read.
But they have sought out many inventions.
Yeah, but we sought out all kind of ways to be wicked. That's what he's talking about. Different means to not follow the right way in his law, statutes, commandments. Give me 1 Peter 4 and 17.
What's that?
1 Peter 4 and 17.
Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
See, the time has come, man, that judgment going to begin with us, the children of Israel. Read.
And if it first begin at us.
If it first begin with us, he start with us, the children of Israel. Read.
What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
So if it begin with us, what is the end going to be to those that do not follow what we're teaching? This is the gospel of the Most High. Listen what it says, read.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved.
Read that again.
And if the righteous scarcely be
He
saved.
said a righteous scarcely gonna be saved. If the righteous scarcely be saved, read.
Where shall the unrighteous and the sinner appear?
So where shall the unrighteous and the sinner appear, man? You have any kind of clue that you don't know where they will appear? The unrighteous and the sinner gonna appear? Give you one clue. Amos 9 to 10. Let's see. See if we can figure it out. Amos 9 and 10.
Amos chapter 9, verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
So all the sinners, all that transgress the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High shall die by the sword. Read.
Which say
what?
the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Yeah, the evil shall not overtake or prevent us. You know, it has no power over us. Saying they're going to do whatever they want to do because you know they taught you ain't under the law, you under mercy and grace. So you can do whatever you want to do. All you got to do is ask for forgiveness, call on the name of Jesus. No, man. One thing I'll say about we as Hebrew Israelites, that, you know, I applaud the Most High for allowing us all the download to believe in those laws, the laws of the Most High. You know, we believe in those laws, going over the laws and applying these laws in our life. We might have different, you know, understandings of different doctrines and so forth, but the laws are the same. I mean, it don't change. It's right there. You know what I mean? The dietary laws, moral laws, civil laws, and ceremonial laws, it's all there. It don't change. We get ready for the feast of the blowing of the trumpets and the new moon coming up this coming up week, right? Yeah. So I think it's what, the third day evening at sundown, third day at sundown. So hallelujah to the Most High, man, that, you know, that we are able to acknowledge these feast days, you know, the things that we're supposed to be doing. You know, he say make a righteous man upright. And these are the things that we do because that's part of the law we're supposed to follow. Remember we just said we're going to honor the new moons and the Sabbaths, Feast of Tabernacle. You know, we're going to come together. We'll come together, you know, in the kingdom for these new moons and the Sabbaths and the holy convocations. That's why we rehearse it now, preparing ourselves for it. We just have to prepare ourselves, man. And this is preparation that we're doing right now. And going over these scriptures and learning how to conduct ourselves. Get Proverbs 3 and 5. It say the righteous scarcely gonna be saved. So where we gonna be at? Trying to be amongst that scarcely. I hope. Go ahead.
Proverbs
3 and 5.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Most High with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
Right. So it says, trust in the Most High with all thy mind. So how do you trust in the Most High with all your mind? By doing what? Doing what? Are we trusting the Most High? By following what he says in the word that we're going over. As we go over this, it's telling us the right way and the wrong way. So we got to follow him as we learn in the righteous way, as he's given us examples in this Bible. This is right, this is wrong. We just got an example of, was Adam right listening to Eve? Was Solomon right building these idol temples of his heathen wives, going there to worship that? These are examples that he gives us to show us, you know, what to do and what not to do. Read that again.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Most High with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
That's right, man. Don't lean on your own understanding. Get Ecclesiastes 3:24. Because people do lean on their own understanding. This is what happens. If it's not according to thus say the Most High, read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
That's their understanding, right? Their understanding is their vain opinion. Many are deceived by their own vain opinion. Read.
And an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment.
And evil comes in and overthrow their judgment. Give me Ecclesiastes 10 and 19.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19. They that fear the Most High are a sure seed.
That's right. They that fear the Most High are a sure seed. Read.
And they that love him an honorable plant.
Read that again.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19. They that fear the Most High are a sure seed.
If you fear the Most High, man, you're a sure seed. Read.
And they that love him an honorable plant.
So we know that he said, if you love me, do what? Keep my commandments. In St. John 14 and 15. St. John 5 and 3 says, for this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So now, continue, it says, they that fear the Most High are a sure seed, and they that love him and keeping his commandments are honorable, an honorable plant. Read.
They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed.
So they that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. So this is what the people are being made to be, a dishonorable seed. Because they're being taught that they're not under the law, but they're under mercy and grace. Read.
They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed.
Yeah. All you that transgress the commandments of the Most High, you a deceivable seed, man. Good for nothing. Read.
Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable.
Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable. Read.
So are they that fear the Most High in his eyes.
So are they that fear the Most High in their eyes, man. Come on.
The fear of the Most High goeth before the obtaining of authority.
See, the fear of the Most High goeth before the obtaining of authority. Read.
But roughness and pride is the losing thereof.
The roughness and pride is the losing thereof, man. That's why you got to have a certain spirit to be able to know how to receive honor in the eyes of the Most High, man. It comes back to having humility. Look at Malachi 4 and 1.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day coming that shall burn as an oven.
Hear that? The day is coming that's going to burn like an oven, man. A whole lot of people going to be in it, in this oven. But the day is coming that's going to burn like an oven, read.
And all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Hear that? All the proud and all that do wickedly. That means they do what? They break the Most High's laws, shall be as what?
Shall be stubble.
Shall be stubble, like tumbleweeds, dried up weeds, read.
The day that cometh shall burn them up.
See, the day that cometh shall what?
And the day that cometh shall burn them up.
Burn them up, read.
Say the power of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
No lineage at all, point blank. He's going to destroy all of them. You make sure that he killed all of their lineage. It's very important. Go back to Ecclesiastes, go to chapter 11, and start at verse 30.
Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 30. Like as a patron taking a cat
Partridge.
in a cage.
Partridge, man. Partridge.
Like a partridge
It's a bird, really.
taken and kept in a cage. So is the heart of the proud.
So is the mind of the proud, man. Like a bird in a cage, man. So is the heart of the proud, read.
And like as a spy watcheth he for thy fall.
And as a spy watches he for thy fall, looking for you to fall, to be destroyed. Go ahead.
For he lieth in wait and turneth good into evil.
See, he lieth in wait and turneth good into evil. You're doing good works, but they're going to try and say it's evil. Like a spy, they checking you out, meaning you being looked at. In the good works that we do, someone's talking about us saying that it's evil. When we just try to make it to the kingdom and hope that Israel would understand and be that desirable plant of the Most High and want to make it too, instead of being undesirable. Go ahead.
And in things worthy of praise will lay blame upon thee.
And the things worthy of praise will lay blame upon you. Instead of receiving praise, they'll try and find something wrong with you to blame you for something that they should be really, praising you, but then they'll find reason to blame you for something. Read.
Of a spark of fire, a heap of coals is kindled. And a sinful man layeth wait for blood.
A sinful man gonna lay for blood, whether they do it or somebody else do it. Be happy to see you suffer. Go ahead.
Take heed of a mischievous man.
You got to pay attention to a mischievous man. That's why you got to go into them and see what they're talking about, what they're really about. Like I say, when the book is closed, they can still be mischievous, even though they know the scriptures. They still be mischievous, not doing the proper things that you should do once the book is closed. A mischievous man. All kind of things been perpetrated against Israelites, man. But it's no sense in repenting if you keep on doing the same thing over and over again. You got to change. That's the main thing. Change and become a new man. Repent, ask for forgiveness, become a new man, and change when that book is closed, man. But we in it now. Everybody's righteous. Everybody feel the spirit, right? But notice when the book is closed and you go back to that old man, then you ain't made it yet. You ain't changed yet. It's about change. Go ahead.
Take heed of a mischievous man, for he worketh wickedness, lest he bring upon thee a perpetual blot.
Yeah. Bring upon you a perpetual blot, man, because he's working wickedness. And next thing you know, that same wickedness that he's dealing with, you're going to be affiliated with that same wickedness. Next thing you know, you got a blot against your name. And every blot is a blot that keeps you from making it to the kingdom. If you look at it like this, that's what this is all about. Go ahead.
Receive a stranger into thine house, and he will disturb thee, and turn thee out of thine own.
So receive a stranger to thine house, and he will disturb thee. Get on your nerve. So you end up getting on your nerve and turn thee out of thine home, man. Don't even want to be there with them. You know what I mean? How many times I've heard that story? Man, oh, you want to go, got to go home and deal with them. You know, don't be son. You don't know who it is you done let in your house. But then, you know, it's like, I remember a brother was, he outranked the brother, and he was in his house.